Welcome to the Rooted Goddess podcast with your host, Leslie Sprague, where we talk all things wellness, woo-woo, life, and everything in between. As a small-town mom of two amazing kiddos, I understand the challenges of what it's like to stay grounded and go after your dreams. My goal for this podcast is to inspire you to root down so you can grow stronger, rise up, and let your light shine bright so you can be the goddess you are truly meant to be. Think of this as your one-stop shop. It's happy hour with a gal pal while getting truthful and heartfelt about taking the steps forward to living your best life. Welcome to the Rooted Goddess podcast, and I'm your host, Leslie Sprague. So before we get into today's episode, I want to preface with something. So this is the third time I have recorded this particular episode, and I started this twice before, and I got all up in my head, okay? I began to think that my message didn't make sense, that I was jumbled and all over the place, and that was just my own personal bullshit story. So I've taken a moment and a breath to reset myself. I reminded myself that I am enough just as I am. My message is going to be exactly what you guys need to hear. And it is going to be bomb as fuck. And that being said, that kind of leads me into today's subject, which is creating that belief in yourself. So what I wanted to start this podcast off with was to let you know that you can have anything that you want to have. Whether you want to create a happier, more abundant, loving, fun lifestyle, whatever adjective you want to have in there. Whether you want to create your dream business to go along with that lifestyle so that you can have the fun and the freedom and whatever else it is that you desire. Sometimes we just need to hear that it's okay to have, be, and do those things that we want. And sometimes we need to hear that we can do it. Because we get all caught up in our head and we get all caught up in our limiting beliefs that hold us back. And that doesn't do anybody any service because the world needs each and every one of us. And yeah, so me recording this message 3 times just to get it quote unquote perfect. It was probably perfect on my first try. I just let my own mindset fuck me up. And what I want to say to you is that it's okay to have those thoughts and those feelings, but don't ever let them stop you. Don't let them hold you back because they're just your bullshit stories. And what I want to encourage you to do is to choose again. Once you recognize and begin to notice those patterns, they don't have the strength anymore. They don't have the ability to hold you down. So whether you're looking at starting a business, whether you're looking at creating a healthier lifestyle, maybe you want to exercise more, or maybe you want to just be happier with your family. Once you begin to notice those thoughts and those patterns, you'll be able to choose again. This is the third try and like for this podcast, and I'm not doing another one because I know I'm perfect just as I am. And I want you to realize that too. You are perfect just as you are. You are worth your every dream and desire and belief and want, and you can have it. It just takes us to get out of our own way. Get out of your own way. And trust me, there are still areas that I still struggle with this, but that's why I've hired coaches. And because I know I get in my own way, I hold myself back. So if you know that you're holding yourself back, that you're telling yourself these bullshit stories, first off, stop it. I know, easier said than done, but find something that can move you forward. And if you can't find something right at the moment, go do something that moves you into forward motion, that raises your vibration. So maybe you have a dance party, or maybe you go for a walk in nature and just connect to the trees and the animals and the sounds of nature. Do something that lights you up. Yeah, I think that's all I needed to say today. I just wanted you to hear, in case you needed to hear it today, that you can do it. You can have the dream life, the business, whatever it is you're desiring, whatever you need, you can have it. And you can create it. Just keep choosing it. Keep focused on your end goal. And if you have a yearning to shift and change what's going on for you right now in your life, you know that something is stuck, but you're not sure how to go, get clear on what it is you're going to be moving for, because that will give you the motivation and the drive to go forward. And then I want you to also figure out why. Why do you want these things? What will being these things do for you? And once you have your why, so to speak, it's funny, I never really understood that phrase before, but once you realize why you want to go where you want to go and how it's going to impact not only your life, but the lives of others, it's crazy the amount of motivation you will get from that. So, if you need to lean on a little bit of belief, you can borrow some of mine, and you can, if you need a little bit of a cheerleader, or you want to share your dream with somebody because you're feeling that you need a safe space or a safe spot. I don't know what that right word is, but that you need something safe to share it with, you can always share it with me. Send me a DM, and yeah. And if this is an episode that you think somebody else needs to hear, please feel free to share it with them in your Instagram stories and tag me in it. And yeah. Namaste, goddesses. Have an amazing day, because you can do it. Thank you so much for listening, and let me give you a virtual hug, big squeeze, as a token of my appreciation. At the very least, I hope you had some fun while listening, and maybe even learned a thing or two. And bonus points if I got a chuckle out of you. If you like this episode, it would mean the world to me if you could leave me a 5-star review, or if you know someone who could benefit from listening, share it on your Insta stories and tag me at Leslie's Yoga and Wellness. Subscribe to this channel if you want to stay up to date with new episodes. By doing these things, it helps to get my podcast noticed so that people who need to hear my message are more attracted to it. Please feel free to stop by my website, lesliespragg.com, and grab a copy of my free Mom Self-Care Kit. While you're there, grab a free few yoga classes. Namaste, Goddesses. Until next time.